Hi, this is my event place speech. My wife Julie's running the camera, and she's going to scan the audience. Okay, what's it like to drive an 800 horsepower race car? Just ask any of the 120 plus sprint car drivers who descend on a small town in Iowa for the largest sprint car race of the year. I will attempt to turn you into a fan of these drivers in the cars by talking about how the cars are set up, the race format, and my personal experiences from attending these races. As reported on SpeedTV.com, the 50th annual Knoxville Nationals brings together the best of the best sprint car drivers from Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and across the USA from coast to coast, border to border. The top drivers from the World Outlaws will compete against the stars of the local and national regional series to become the Knoxville Nationals champion. I have attended this awesome race many times. Every time it ends, I look forward to it next year. There are many elements which make the Knoxville Nationals a great race that it is. The high-tech car and the grueling race format make this race very special. I have some very fond memories of the races there. The cars that compete in the Knoxville Nationals are built with mind-boggling horsepower and handling. As stated on the Chucko.com website, the standard power plant of professional sprint car racing today displaces 410 cubic inches. They routinely run over 8,000 RPM and produce over 800 horsepower. These expensive hand grenades are built extra hot and may only survive one night's racing. These cars are powered by methanol, which has a higher octane rating than gasoline, which adds more horsepower to the car. Methanol also has a safety factor. It is easily diluted with water, which makes a methanol fire easier to put out than a gasoline fire. These awesome machines must be built tough to withstand 4 grueling nights of racing, which comprise the Knoxville Nationals racing format. The format of the Knoxville Nationals is the toughest 4 days of racing in all sprint car racing. As reported on the LucasOilWorld.com website, with points meaning everything and every wheel on the track meaning points, there is no time for a break in the granddaddy of them all. The field is split in half, with half the field qualifying on Wednesday night and the other half qualifying on Thursday night. Add that to all the heats nightly, plus the C, B, and A feature on each night. Friday is the last chance race for the drivers who didn't qualify for the races on Saturday night. Also on Friday night is a pole challenge, which inverts the top 10 drivers, which sets the field for the first 5 rows of the Saturday night race. Saturday night is the grand finale. There are 5 feature races, starting with the E main and ending with the A main. The top 4 finishers from each main transfers to the back rows of the next main race. This format puts a lot of pressure on the drivers to perform their very best every time they get in their race car. A poor qualifying time on Wednesday or Thursday night will find a driver scrambling to get to one of the features on Saturday night by having to race multiple races on Friday night. This places extra wear and tear on the car and plus the driver. The extra races can cause the engine to blow, tires to fail, and drivers who don't make wise decisions on the racetrack crash and destroy their car. I have personally seen the stresses put on these drivers while attending these races. There's nothing that compares to Knoxville on a Saturday night if you are a sprint car fan. There are wild crashes, cars flying over 15-foot fences, even heated arguments between family members. I've also seen some crashes with terrible consequences where drivers have lost their life. As you can see, I'm a sprint car fanatic. The combination of horsepower, grueling races, and the electric atmosphere of the Knoxville Nationals makes an event I really like to miss. The Nationals brings out the best in the sprint car world. It's the Super Bowl, the BCS Championship, and the Daytona 500 all rolled into one for these drivers. I encourage you to attend a sprint car race if you can. You will probably see me there reveling in the spectacle that's sprint car racing. Thank you. I will now pan the audience.